Oh, 70% of the problems you two face, they'll actually never go away. They'll just kind of recycle. And I remember hearing that and being like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Because one of the misnomers that's like a little bit in psychology and self help is like, you're going to think the right thing, you're going to do the right thing. And then eventually you'll have no problems at all, baby, which we all know is fucking bullshit, which is why this podcast is called Should We Not Arrive? Because destination's not really all that available for human beings in very many places, and certainly not in the world of love. So, it is definitely a place where there is always growth on the table. There's always learning on the table. There's always beauty and wonder and magic and all that fun shit. And there's hardships and heartbreak and all that learning constantly. But the idea of arrival's not there. And so when he said that, I remember thinking like, oh, so then he's like, so some of the art of being married, of being committed, of picking one person and trying to bond as deeply as you can with them is actually built around how you can cope with these unchanging challenges, just things that aren't really going to go away. How can you react in a more sustainable way? How can you not disrupt the relationship when that problem rears its head again? And this is something that new couples rarely see because they're in fucking cocaine brain, as my therapist used to say. Your brain literally mimics the same patterns in new love as if you had just ripped some lines on a bar. The thing is that the problem is it's a little bit of an illusion. And then when you all of a sudden grow up to clarity and you're like, oh no, dude, this person is like actually a real human being who like sometimes has fucking bad breath and like says dumb shit and like maybe isn't all that thoughtful and forgot me or like, says this thing and I felt really dismissed, or they looked at their phone and I was trying to talk to them because clearly they don't care about my voice. And all of a sudden we're fucking just deep in the game on our patterns on like, oh no, this is another failed relationship. When it's like, well, hey, one, how'd you get there? How'd you find that person? Is this a repeat for you? What did you perhaps not learn? And then, even if it is a really valuable, loving, kind person, it's like, yeah, you're still going to have some shit, dude, and it's not going to go away. So stop looking for like, Sleeping Beauty, right? For romantic comedy type love. And how do we actually get into a place where we're like, you know what? This is actually like a legitimately good relationship. There's good physical chemistry here. There's good social chemistry here. We have a great support of one another. And yet, there's still shit that you wake up with. You're like, be killer if I didn't have to deal with it. Well, welcome to Earth, Nick. Like, I mean, like, so it's just sometimes such a grounding thing to hear something like, yo, dude, battles are a part of this, baby. Problems are a part of the game. Stop. Like, it's just going to be that way. Just don't live in la la land.